What's going on, everyone? Badger here. Should have like and sub, and let's get into this. Do you have sources? My sources are telling me that this source is probably not true, but who cares? Sources are sources, right? And a source is a source, of course, of course. I'm tired too. Here we go. Rumor: James Mangold's Dawn of the Jedi Star Wars film could shoot next year, as Daisy Ridley claims her Rey film is evolving, and evolving means it's not happening, right? We already know it's on an indefinite hold. Stephen Knight, who was supposed to be working very closely with Charmine and her, he's busy over there with Peaky Blinders, making his own studio. Yeah, so that's that. So it's evolving. Sure. The other movie we heard about was James Mangold's Dawn of the Jedi. And now, according to the sources and rumor, it is the next movie coming out. I don't think any of these movies are coming out. And so I'll believe all of this when me shite turns purple and tastes like rainbow sherbet. But until then, we have Screen Rants reporting that things are evolving. I continue to be very excited. There will be an update soon. So that is, of course, Daisy Ridley talking about the Rey movie, which we all know isn't happening. And if it is happening, it's certainly not happening with Stephen Knight. And almost certainly, much to my chagrin, I'm sorry, it's not going to happen with Charmine. She said some goofy shit, and they're going to not let her make everyone uncomfortable. Sorry, that just won't happen. So it's unclear, of course, what she means about this particularly, because in Collider, she said, I know a script is happening, and I'm going to be reading it imminently, which is very exciting. Spoiler, no script happened. Also was claiming that the film was going to be shooting either at the end of the year or early next year. I think it could be this year. It could be, but I'm not sure. I think, to be honest, the writer's strike has obviously delayed quite a lot of things. And obviously, the real reason we heard is that Stephen Knight gave them a full script. That was the script she was going to be reading. And that Star Wars Story Group and KK and Filoni all said nope. And they got so many notes that they ended up having to reshoot it. Talking about here to Alicine that, yeah, that was actually quite last minute. The project, I was making my own film last year when Kathleen Kennedy said she wanted to have breakfast, and I thought we were just having breakfast. And then she says, I thought we might do another. And I was like, all right, bitch, want to waste money? No. So look, Daisy seems very sweet. She doesn't know anything. So I would, again, I would expect none of that to happen. But here we have Daniel Reitman saying that Mangold set to shoot his Star Wars movie, Dawn of the Jedi, and it could happen as early as next year, pressing X to doubt highly. If you don't remember, this was announced back in Star Wars Celebration of 2023. Will take audiences deep into the past, telling the tale of the first Jedi to wield the Force, even though they're called the Jedi back then, spelled differently, and harness it as a liberating power in an era of chaos and oppression. Now, this had all been answered in the Dawn of the Jedi comics, set 25,000 years before the movie, where mysterious ships show up on planets with different Force users, take these Force users to an unknown, I believe it's Tython at the time, and that's the Dawn of the Jedi comics, the Dawn of the Jedi comics, where including Sith species, all of these using the Force, light and dark, Ashla and Bogdan, and then that over thousands of years turns into the Jedi, and then the Dark Jedi, and then they exile the Dark Jedi, and that turns into the Sith. They are going to just butcher any and all storytelling around it. So yeah, that is the rub, that we're not getting the Rey movie, but this is going to be the movie they gold next. Mangold said, for me, it's about, I want to be a part of the saga, but I also don't want to be holding so much lore in the air that you can hardly tell a story. Bro, you're telling the creation of the Jedi. You have all the lore. You are beholden to all the lore. What I really wanted to do, what I told her was, can we just make a kind of 10 commandments of the Force, a kind of origin story of how the Force came to be known, understood, wielded, and harnessed. Oh, please keep them away. Blah, blah, blah. Kathleen Kennedy. Okay, that's the rumor that I don't believe. Let me know what you believe. Rey's movie's not happening. This James Mangold's movie's not happening. I don't know what the hell they're doing over there. But if Skeleton Crew comes out and it's not entirely laughably bad, insulting, and if that Mandalorian and Grogu movie actually starts filming and comes out, then we can talk about the fun little adventure of possibly having a new Jedi Order or a dawn of the Jedi. But other than that, no. I'm pressing all the X's to doubt. Mike Zero, Doomcock, you guys have fun with this one. But yeah, it's a no from me, dog. Anyway, let me know what you think. Do you think this is happening? Either way, make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you.
Well,